Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will continue with our first unit, which is titled Big Changes. Our lesson today is the pronunciation and the conversation part. In your books, page 10 and 11. All you need for the lesson today is your books, page 10 and 11, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. Let's get started. You had a homework from our previous lesson, which was the language in context, page 10. I asked you to think of a character, anyone, any person that you can think about. Then describe this person in 5 or 4 sentences. Then you are going to ask your colleague. They will try to guess this person. For me, I had this person he is a Saudi male, so a man from Saudi Arabia. Also, he was born in Riyadh in 1985. He has a bachelor's degree from King Saud University. Also, the Saudi man comes from a royal family. Moreover, he is a visionary person. His personality or his character. Can you guess who is my character? He is Prince Mohammed bin Salman. You can think about any other character that you like, then you can describe it into 4 or 5 sentences. Your colleagues or anyone around you are going to guess this person. Okay, for our lesson today, by the beginning of our lesson, we will start with the pronunciation, then we will get to the conversation. So by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to identify stressed words in a sentence. What is stressed word and how can I stress them? Answer certain questions on a conversation. Use some new vocabulary and use real talk phrases correctly. Ready? Let's get started. At the beginning with the pronunciation part, which is on page 10. What do we mean when I say pronunciation? Pronunciation, it means how you say a word rather than how you write it. So I'm not focusing on the way of writing, how you say the word. So the way in which a word is pronounced, spelling doesn't determine pronunciation. What do we mean by this? Sometimes we write certain letters, but these are unpronounced or they will be pronounced differently. Like here, this letter, it is C, and it is pronounced differently in different situations. The first one, circle. You can notice in here that I have C and another C. This is how I am going to spell it. However, the first C is S, and the second one is K. How about it here? Cat. C letter. However, it is pronounced as K. How about this word? Here we're having, it is listen. Can you notice the T letter in here is silent. So we are going to pronounce it like listen. No T sound. This is the idea of pronunciation. Okay? Now let's speak about the idea of stress. What is stress? It is a word that I know that you are familiar with. When you are stressing, highlighting, pressing on something. Look at this picture. We're having the pen is stressing. Stress, focus. So what is stress? Let's look at these 3 words. Water, plants, away. I will give you these 3 words. I was speaking to you, then you heard me saying. I said a long sentence. All you could hear, water, plants, away. What is the main idea in here? The main idea, or the whole sentence in here, please water my plants. I am away. So these 3 words are the stressed words. Water, plant, and also away. The other words are not stressed. Let's check another example. brother goes university. What is the idea in here? The idea is I have a brother and this brother goes to university. Let me check the sentence. The sentence said, my brother goes to university. So these three words are the most important words. That's why we are going to stress them. Okay? So the idea of stress. What is stress? Stress is parts of the sentence that are longer, louder, and higher. Like here, my mother was born in Riyadh. Muna is friendly. The words that are highlighted here in red are the most important words and are the stressed. I will highlight them. How am I going to say it? My mother was born in Riyadh. How are you going to say it? Let's try to stress the words in red. So I would say, my mother was born in Riyadh. So, louder mother, louder born and Riyadh. So, was born in, not in, no, it was born in. How about Muna is friendly? How can you say it? I want you to stress on Muna and friendly. Muna is and friendly. Muna's friendly. I'm not going to say is, no. Muna's friendly. From Muna to friendly, the most important words. Okay? So these they are. Why are we highlighting the idea of stress? Is it important to stress words? Actually, the idea of stress is an international feature in every single language. You can notice it even in Arabic. The important words, we're going to stress them much more than the less important words. Why do we highlight this idea? Because when you know what to stress, what not to stress, you will be a better speaker and listener to the language. We are all going to be better speakers and listeners. I will stress the most important words so the others are going to understand me. And when I am listening, I will listen only to the most important words, which are the stressed ones. Also, when you are a better speaker and listener, you will understand spoken English. Whenever you hear anyone speaking, you're not going to focus on every single word, just the highlighted or the stressed words. It will be easier for you to understand what the others are saying. Okay, now I know that stress is very important. What can I stress? What are the words? I want to stress the correct words. In English, we stress the most important words. What are they? These important words in English, we're having two groups of words. Words are of two types. Whether they are content words or they are function words. What is content? Content, it carries the meaning. The meaning is within this word. So, content words are like nouns, Muna, mother, Riyadh, verb, born, eat, work, or it's an adjective like friendly, big. It carries meaning. We're having a meaning in this word. However, the less important words, I'm not going to stress them, are the function words like the pronoun he, she, or it, and the preposition in, on, or at. Unless you want to highlight it to make to highlight the idea. Okay, so these they are. Now I want you to listen to these words, to these sentences. My mother was born in Riyadh. Muna is going to college in Qasim. Where did you grow up? Have you ever visited Europe? Listen and check the highlighted words because these are the stressed words. Let's listen.
My mother was born in Riyadh. Where did you grow up? Mona is going to college in Qasim. Have you ever visited Europe?
So, as you have noticed, the words that are highlighted here in bold, mother, born, and Riyadh, are more stressed. They are said, the man, when he was reading, he was pronouncing them louder. So, my mother was born in Riyadh. I'm not going was born, was born. Was born, quickly from mother to born. Okay? Try to practice pronouncing or stressing the most important words. Now let's go to your books on page 11. On page 11 is the conversation part. Now, before we start the listening part, I want you to look at the picture. What can you see in this picture? Do you know what is it? There is a small title. What is it? This place is a monument, a very important place or a building in Berlin. Where is Berlin? It's in Germany. So, the whole conversation is going to be in Germany. Okay? Who are the speakers for our conversation today? I want you just to check the names. Who's speaking? We will have Samer and Hans. So we're having Samer and Hans. They're going to speak with each other. While you are listening to them talking in the conversation, I want you to tell me, what is the main idea of the conversation? Hans and Samer talking to each other. They are, we said, in Berlin, in Germany. What are they talking about? About business? Let's listen and you will tell.
Tell me about yourself.
I was born here in Berlin, but my family is from Leipzig, in what was East Germany. They moved over to the West soon after the German reunification. How about you?
I'm from Dubai, but my grandparents were from Germany. In fact, they were from Berlin.
So I guess you still have family here.
I'm afraid we lost touch with our relatives.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for almost 3 years. You see, I have a German passport because of my grandparents, so I can work legally in this country.
By the way, what do you do?
I'm a biologist. I do research in a lab for a pharmaceutical company.
Do you miss Dubai?
Quite a bit. But I've got a good job. I've made lots of friends. I fit in okay. I'm happy here.
Okay, so we're having Hans and Samer and they are talking to each other. What are they talking about? They're talking about their background. Where did they come from? They are all in Berlin and they are talking. They have been from this city or that. He originally from, one of them is from Dubai and the other one is from Leipzig, and they are talking to each other just to get in touch with each other. They don't know each other. Okay? Let's continue now, and I want you to listen one more time to the conversation, and this time you will come up with answers for these four questions. Where is Hans' family from? Check Hans' family. How long has his family been in West Germany? Why is Samer allowed to work legally in Germany? Does Samer think of going back to his native country, which is Dubai? Let's listen and you will come up with the answers.
Tell me about yourself.
I was born here in Berlin, but my family is from Leipzig, in what was East Germany. They moved over to the West soon after the German reunification. How about you?
I'm from Dubai, but my grandparents were from Germany. In fact, they were from Berlin.
So I guess you still have family here.
I'm afraid we lost touch with our relatives.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for almost 3 years. You see, I have a German passport because of my grandparents, so I can work legally in this country.
By the way, what do you do?
I'm a biologist. I do research in a lab for a pharmaceutical company.
Do you miss Dubai?
Quite a bit. But I've got a good job. I've made lots of friends. I fit in okay. I'm happy here.
So let's speak about Hans. Where is Hans' family from? Check Hans' speech at the beginning and you will find that they are from Leipzig in Germany. Leipzig in Germany. The second question, how long has Hans' family been in West Germany? How long? So you're looking for a number. Okay, here, soon after the German reunification time. After the German reunification, the East and the West, they united, then they came into Germany. Why is Samer allowed to work legally in Germany? Check Samer's words. He works here in Germany. Is it legal? Yes, he works legally. How? Because his grandparents were German, so he's having a German passport. That's why he could work. How about the last one? Does Samer think of going back to his native country? This is a yes/no question. Does he think of going back to Dubai? No, he is not. He doesn't think about going back to Dubai. He is happy in Germany. He said, I fit in. I have friends and I fit in. I'm okay. He doesn't think about going back. Okay, now let's take some of these sentences because we're talking here about the real talk phrases. What is real talk phrases? Whenever we are going to take a conversation, it is a time to take a real talk phrases. Real talk are like very short expressions, sentences, or maybe a word or two. These expressions are used for a purpose. Like when I say, how about you? This is a short sentence or a short question that is having a purpose. To add a meaning, maybe to show how you feel. So we're having expressions, and when you are using these expressions, you will sound a better language user. Okay, let's start with the first one in here. The words that are highlighted in blue. My grandparents were from Germany. In fact, they were from Berlin. Let's check the word in fact. What is the speaker trying to do in here when he added in fact? He could say, my grandparents are from Germany. They are from Berlin. But he added in fact. When you are using in fact, you are actually trying to add information. They are from Germany. More information from Berlin. You are trying to add information. The other one in blue. I have been here for almost 3 years. You see, I have a German passport. Let's check you see. Is it like see with your eyes? No. You see. It is also to add information. He is telling him, I am here for almost 3 years. I want to add information because I have a German passport. He is giving a reason, adding information. So if you want to add information, use in fact or you see. Also, the third sentence, I can work legally in this country. By the way, what do you do? Is he trying to add information in here? Not really. He's not trying to add information. Here we have one topic. I can work legally here in this country. Then he's asking a question, changing the topic. From speaking about me, let's talk about you. From one topic to the other. So, by the way, here, by the way, to change the topic, I want to speak about something that is totally different. Then, by the end, he said, I have made lots of friends. I fit in okay. I am happy here. What do you mean by I fit in? I fit in. I am okay. Then he said, I feel like part of this community. If you are new, like I can ask you, you are new in secondary school. Do you fit in? Do you feel like you are part of the school, of this community? You would say, I fit in okay. Okay? So these they are. To add information, you can use in fact or you see. To change the topic, you will use by the way. Or to be part of something, you will use I fit in. Let's try to use these words. By the way, fit in fact, you see. Here we're having a conversation with a new student. Are you the new student? Yeah, I came from Abha. More information. What can we say in here? We will say, in fact, I came from Abha. Then, more information. My father had a new job, so we had to move in here. She would say, you see, my father had a new job, so we had to move in here. We're having the same idea. I am the new student. I came from Abha. My father we moved in because my father got a new job here. Okay? So, the same idea in 3 sentences. It's nice to have you. How do you find it here? She wants to change the topic. She would say, by the way, how do you find it in here? Do you like it here? I want to change the topic from being the new one into the new topic. How do you find it in here? By the way, how do you find it here? I like it. I fit in. People are friendly here. I feel like I am part of this community. People are friendly in here. Okay? For your homework, I want you to practice reading the conversation, stressing the correct words. Go back, take 2 lines or 3 lines and practice stressing the correct words. The most important ones. Okay? I guess that is it for our lesson today, and thank you so much for your time.